What's going on, guys? In this quick video, I'm going to be giving you guys a 1,000 mile update on my 23 Kawasaki Vulcan 650. So we just hit right over 1,000 miles on this bike last Friday, and I wanted to give you guys a kind of walkthrough of what I have done, what I plan on doing, and the pros and cons to owning a Kawasaki Vulcan 650. So we'll start with the pros and the cons. There's a lot I love about this bike and there's not much I don't like. So we'll start with the cons because it's very minor. This bike itself has a lot of engine braking. As soon as you let off the throttle, it starts to slow itself down. A lot of people like that. A lot of people don't. For me personally, I just don't enjoy that. The second thing, which is very common, is the stock exhaust. It's very quiet and I just don't prefer it, but because of EPA and DOT standards, all bikes have to come with it pretty much, and it's something that we will upgrade later. Last but not least is my pegs were installed on the wrong side. So I had the left side on the right side and the right side on the left side when I picked this bike up. And at first I thought, maybe it was just a manufacturer problem on my bike itself. But I noticed in the Facebook group I'm in, other people have had this problem. Now let's get into the pros. First off, it's cheap. This bike brand new cost me $7,000 for a 650 cruiser that feels like a sports bike. You really can't find yourself a better deal. The second pro is that it's super lightweight. It only weighs in at about 500 pounds, so it's very easy to maneuver and move around, and it's just a comfortable, enjoyable ride. The third thing is Kawasaki Vulcan has an Ergofit system, so it fits riders from 5'6" to 6'4", where there's 3 different seat options, 3 different peg options, and 3 different handlebar options. The Ergofit system is something that you can actually request from the dealer when you buy this bike to fit you comfortably. So mine was set up for the 5'9" rider. I ordered this extended reach cable and extended it out. The seat I'm not too worried about, but the handlebars we are doing ape hangers on, so it's not that big of a deal. The other part of this bike is parts are cheap. Aftermarket parts, upgrades, maintenance, all of it is very cheap. Unless you buy them direct from Kawasaki, you do have to do some modification. Me personally, I enjoy doing all the modifications, so it's not a big deal for me, but pretty much everything I have done on this bike has been fairly cheap. I maybe have $1,000 in parts, and a lot of it I have actually just done myself fabricating, so I'm probably a little bit less than that. So as far as upgrades, I have the back seat and rear pegs. I have the swing arm spools. Back here we have a custom Fender Eliminator that I built myself with the LED strip, and it does have the hyper flashing relay in. I also have this license plate bracket that I installed. It did take some fabricating to do, and we have the LED lights installed to it also. Up here we have the phone mount, and then on the headlight I have an aftermarket high beam, low beam, and marker bulb. Same with the aftermarket turn signals. I did take the front reflectors off, which does entail cutting some of these brackets, which everything I have here I will list in the description down below. And like I said, I did do the extended reach and move my pegs forward and then put my extended rod in here. That way I gained about 1.5 inches more room. So it's a little bit more of a comfortable ride for a guy like me that's 6'4". I also did fix the pegs. Still have a pretty long list of parts we're gonna put on this. I'm just gonna quickly run through them. This will change as we go on, but the majority of what we wanna do right now is I'm 50-50 on the aftermarket fairing I want for this. I haven't fully decided, but there's possibility that we're gonna have the aftermarket fairing for this. Different levers, reservoir cap, different grips with the ape hangers and the extended cable, with the bar and mirrors, not the circle ones. They're actually ones that come down and kind of match the apes. I'm also gonna install a radiator guard. I'm debating on doing floorboards on this or not. We're gonna do a sissy bar with that. I think I'm gonna fab it up where it is a quick disconnect. And we are gonna also upgrade the exhaust. With me deleting this massive gaudy fender that we had, I have a lot of room in here. So when it's time for a new tire, we're also gonna go with a little bit of a bigger tire. And then once we get the apes on, we're also gonna do the, I believe it's the Kawasaki MTX soundbar. We're gonna get that installed. That way we have a stereo system on the bike. I also did find some Viking saddlebags that I do want to get installed on this bike. I'm not too positive if I want to do the crash bars that you can buy like off Amazon that come down and back in, or if I want to build a custom fab one that is a straight bar across. I want the curve the crash bars had with pod lights on them, or if I just want to do the flat bar. This will change a lot. I'm always back and forth to what I want to do, but right now at 1,000 miles, this is where we sit at on the bike. The only other part is we're going to get the DC power plug installed with the relay. So overall, guys, I do love this bike. It is a great investment. If you're looking for a cruiser that is comfortable, has the speed, and is a good daily driver, I definitely recommend this one. Like I said, brand new. I paid $7,000 for this bike. It was a great deal and I enjoy working on it. So thank you guys for checking out the channel. I do post weekly content Monday through Friday on auto mechanics, auto body, and how-tos. And I have a whole playlist on this bike. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.